In the name of God. Tom's journey to success.
Tom carefully checked his calendar before packing his laptop and notebook for another day at high school. His principal had put up a notice about upcoming exams on the main bulletin board, which Tom studied intently. In math class, he drew precise lines on his graph paper while his teacher explained the practice problems. During the break, he met his roommate to compare answers, using the key in the back of their textbooks. They kept all their materials in a neat box under Tom's bed, organized by subject. Tom's schedule was packed, with an important exam in biology later that week. He knew good grades would help him get into college after graduation. The night before his biology exam, Tom spread out several sheets of notes across his desk. He had highlighted the most important lines in his textbook and written summaries in his notebook. His teacher had put diagrams of cell structures on the board during their last review session. Tom's roommate was studying geography nearby, circling dates on his calendar for their upcoming tests. They quizzed each other using flashcards, taking short breaks to stay fresh. Tom dreamed of earning his diploma and studying science at university next semester. He particularly enjoyed chemistry and wanted to major in it. In their shared dorm room, Tom's roommate organized a box full of history textbooks and reference materials. A large sheet of paper with historical timelines covered one wall, filled with colorful lines connecting events. They often stayed up late to practice equations, using the answer key to check their work. Tom kept track of assignments on a calendar above his laptop, where he also wrote motivational quotes. Their principal had advised them to balance study with creativity, so Tom sketched in his notebook during free time. He loved art almost as much as math, finding both subjects beautifully logical. As the semester progressed, Tom became more confident in his science courses, especially biology. His teacher would put challenging problems on the board, which Tom solved with careful practice. He organized his notes by writing key concepts on separate sheets and filing them in color-coded boxes. During lunch breaks, he often discussed geography with his roommate while reviewing their schedule for the week. Tom's grades improved steadily as he developed better study habits. On the day of his final exam, Tom arrived early with his laptop, notebook, and several sharpened pencils. He had put in extra hours of practice, solving every problem in the review key. The teacher wrote last-minute tips on the board as students found their seats. Tom noticed his roommate glancing nervously at his calendar, counting down the minutes. When the test began, Tom focused on each question, underlining important lines in the prompt. When the grades were posted, Tom discovered he'd passed all his courses with distinction. The principal called him to the office to congratulate him personally. His roommate had also done well, and they celebrated by planning their college schedules together. At graduation, Tom's grandmother and grandfather watched proudly as he received his diploma. The principal gave a speech about how the high school years prepare students for future challenges. Tom thought about all the practice tests and late-night study sessions that had led to this moment. As Tom packed for college, he carefully placed his favorite art supplies in a box alongside his science textbooks. He put his graduation photos in his notebook as a reminder of how far he'd come. His roommate helped him fold the large sheet of historical timelines they'd studied from. On his first day at college, Tom checked his new schedule with excitement. Math, chemistry, and even an art elective filled his semester. He placed his laptop on the desk in his dorm room, ready to begin this new chapter. Looking at the calendar on his wall, Tom smiled, knowing his hard work had prepared him well for the challenges ahead.
Like and subscribe if you would like.